So here's the hot water heater. It's one of those instant gas things and is made by Bosch. It's about 18 to 20 months old, professionally installed and set up. So I didn't think there was going to be any sort of problem here. But as it says in the title, what I had was the shower absolutely boiling hot, scalding hot, and you run enough cold water into it and the boiler goes out. So there are adjustments inside the boiler, and you can increase the flow rate and make it cooler because the water goes through the firebox more quickly, or you can slow the flow rate down and the water gets even hotter. But at the end of the day, you cannot get the water coming out of the shower that is cool enough for a comfortable shower without going too far and forcing the water heater to shut down for lack of throughput. So we've got good water pressure here, and the hot and the cold are off the mains. There's no storage anywhere, so we needed more throughput. So let's go inside and I'll show you what we did. Okay, here's the shower head that I took off. It's not old. There's no calcification problem in it. It's one which you can turn the thing on the end of it one way and it starts pulsating it. But basically that shower head won't allow enough water to pass through it, because it's a water saving shower head. It's limited to 9 litres a minute, and do what you will in any combination of hot and cold going through that, you cannot get the water comfortably cool enough without, well, you just can't, because if you put in sufficient cold water to mix the hot water down, you haven't got enough hot water going through that thing, so the boiler closes down. In the hardware store, all of the shower heads are marked water saving. Then none of them deliver more than 9 litres a minute, so I had to find one that would. Oh, and as a side note, the only way to do this, the only way to use this shower head was to run the cold tap in the sink at the same time, and by doing that there was enough hot water, or enough water going through the hot water system to keep it going on, and to allow me to mix it down. So I've been putting up with being scalded and frozen in the shower for too long, so I'll show you what we came up with. Okay, this is the cheapest type of shower head you can find, and the bit where the water comes out is basically a tin can with holes in it. So what I did was to start drilling out the holes, and they were about 0.75 of a mil. So I opened them up to 1.25, and I started with the ones in the middle and worked my way out circularly. I don't know if you can see from that, but all but two of the two outer ring of holes have been drilled out, and that was the answer. Now enough water comes through that, enough hot water comes through it to allow the boiler to stay on, but at the same time feeding in enough cold water. It sounds weird. It even says on the packet that this thing came in that it might not be suitable for instantaneous hot water or gravity fed hot water systems. So, I mean, it just defies belief, really, that I have to drill out the shower head to make the bloody thing work with an instantaneous hot water heater. But there you have it. But yeah, it's working well now. Okay, ta-da.